In this video, we're going to discuss what cosmetic dentistry costs. Now, we've already covered that we have cosmetic dentistry for every budget. So no matter if you're looking at spending a few $100s, a few $1,000s, tens of thousands of dollars, all the way up to six figures and everything in between, we can accommodate any budget. But the way it usually works is this: we reverse engineer the process. You sit down and discuss what are your goals, what is your vision for your smile, and based on your vision, we tell you what's involved in getting that smile, and based on what it is you want, there'll be a certain cost to achieve it. If that cost works for you, great. If not, there'll be options below and maybe above that that are more appropriate for you. So a lot of people say, well, Daniel, how do I get value out of this? How do I know how much I should be comfortable spending? The best analogy would be the equivalent of about a vehicle. So whatever you're comfortable spending on a vehicle, you'll spend on your smile. However, there's a lot more value out of a smile than there is out of a vehicle. Let me explain. When we buy a vehicle, the car companies have us absolutely convinced that every 5 to 7 years we need a new vehicle, and maybe that is true. So when we buy a vehicle, we drive it half an hour a day, sometimes a couple hours a day, and we drive it almost every single day. But after 4 or 5 years, it gets a little bit beat up, a little bit old, and we trade it in for a new one, or 7 to 10 years, and then it's completely done. We need a new vehicle, and that's the way it works. We spend a new amount on the new vehicle. With our teeth, it's different. When we spend that much on our teeth, we drive our teeth 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. We get way more mileage on our teeth. And the beauty about having your smile done is this: after 5 years, you look in the mirror and smile, or meet somebody and you smile, that comfortable, confident smile you bought 5 years ago is in exactly the same shape it was 5 years later, even 10 years later. Where most smile makeovers last at least 10 years, if not longer, then they create a lot more value than, let's say, a vehicle would for an equivalent amount. So when you think about how much you should be spending on your smile, think about what you'd be comfortable spending on a vehicle, and usually that equivalent amount would be about what you're spending on your smile. However, if that doesn't work for you, there's smiles for every budget, and you just come in, discuss your options, and we'll give you all the options, and whatever decision you make, we're going to support. So I hope that helps explain how to think about how much cosmetic dentistry can cost.